Psychological warfare is the most powerful type of warfare that can be implemented in a battle.
Basically, a psychological operation is an operation intended to influence a target audience. In the past, during other generations of war, we're in the 5th generation of war now, but in other generations of war, PSYOP has always existed. The difference is, in today's world, it's no longer an ancillary supporting task or part of an operation. It's not ancillary, it's not supporting anymore. Now in the 5th generation of warfare, the PSYOP is the primary objective. When we talk about generations of war, it's no different than talking about generations of people. Just like we have boomers, Gen Xers, millennials, so on and so forth, we also have generations of war. In the first generation war, we have pre-gunpowder. That's where you're seeing stuff like Leonidas, and you're seeing folks out there with swords, and they're whacking each other, on fields. And then you go into post-gunpowder. Now you're seeing guys in the same fields, except now they're shooting each other and bayoneting each other. We get into the 3rd generation of war. Now we're bringing on things like aircraft. We're bringing on things like trench warfare, bringing on things like machine guns. Now things start getting very intense. We're also bringing in nuclear power at this point in time. 4th generation of war, now we've got not just countries fighting each other, but now we've got state and non-state actors with NGOs. Terrorism starts coming into play. It's this organization working for this country, infiltrating another country, and making the populace change. Now in 5th generation of war, everybody's separated. There are no lines to fight on. But the cognitive battle space in each country is being fought over. The U.S. is trying to infiltrate other people's populace. Other people are infiltrating our populace. And it's all done through primarily social media.
What people don't understand is we're in the middle of war, and the war is for your conscious mind. We've all been influenced by these types of operations or information warfare.
In warfare, you have to say, who's the audience? There's a different set of narratives that have to be created in order to do that. You have to look at how are those people being communicated to. So some of the planning would be immediately take over the radio stations, right? In the days of yore, and take over the TV stations, and you would literally maybe even the telephone networks, if they had telephone networks, right?
Ultimately, it's about conducting influence operations to get people to start thinking a certain way so you change their attitude towards a certain situation, which in turn changes their behavior altogether. It could be something as simple as mine awareness. You want to make sure that civilians and little kids aren't walking up on mines getting themselves blown up. So you put together a campaign to show, hey, this is what a mine looks like, and this is why you should stay away from them. This is what you should do if you see them. It can be very simple like that.
Psychological warfare is the most effective and preferred type of warfare. It's what we call 5th generation warfare. Churchill saw this early on. Once we had weapons of mass destruction and people could literally annihilate entire populations, he recognized that there would have to be something that came about more powerful than that.
If you notice, during the uprisings, during COVID, it would be hard for anyone not to be able to acknowledge the fact that everything they believed, and then they looked at other people and they're like, how does this group believe something so different than what I believe? How can they possibly see this frame of reference so different? Well, that's because of feedback loops. Each one of these aggregates of groups was in a feedback loop unto themselves. So all of a sudden, these people over here are rioting, all this stuff's going up, and these people over here go, how is that even happening? I don't even see what you see. How do you see what you see? And these people who are doing it going, how can you not see what I see? So you've got all these people in different feedback loops that can't see how everybody else has a different frame of reference. When you have that scenario happening, you're looking at a very, very well done, well-planned psychological operation.
It's the most insidious type of warfare because it's designed to change a person's entire perspective. And reversing that is very difficult. You don't go into a PSYOPs operation with an antidote. It's designed to gain an effect, short-term or long-term, that's not to be reversed.